What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge. I am the coach, and as always, we are brought to you by the powerful SportsLine. We're in your feed every single day before 11 a.m. It's a brand new week. We've taken the show on the road. I am in Florida. This week I have PGA Tour live as the PGA Tour tries to recover from that historic day at the PGA Championship on Sunday. I don't think anybody didn't love what happened as Phil Mickelson becomes the oldest major champion to ever win a major, and at like 200 to 1, some 100, depending on where you had it. If you bet on Phil this week, you made a lot of money. Now, as far as our show yesterday, 6-5 in our straight bets. This is how close we came to an unbelievable day. The Hurricanes on hockey, they lose in double overtime. We had them. The Knicks lose on a last-second shot with less than a second to go. We had a prop that we were one bucket away that probably would have hit in overtime. That's how close this game of sports betting truly is. It's just a narrow margin. Now, a quick reminder, if you want to be a part of our best bet contest at YouTube, all you got to do is go leave a comment on what your best bet is going to be today. Could be anything on the board. If you hit, one of our cappers goes perfect. You'll be eligible for a year-long subscription to SportsLine. Now, last week, we also ran a promo on Apple. We said leave a 5-star review, leave your Twitter handle, leave your Instagram handle. Of all of you that did this, and there were a lot, all of one left their Twitter handle. So, at 1JStoned1, at 1JStoned1, you today win a year-long subscription to SportsLine. For the rest of you, follow my instructions. When we do a contest, we can't get a hold of you, you can't win. All right, that's the housekeeping. Let's bring in the stars of the show. We're going 3 wide today. That's exactly right. Look at right next to me. Apparently, he's got a job interview today because he's all looking good, got the fresh haircut. M-Squared, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. No job interview today, but lost the hat, lost the glasses a little bit. So just getting back from a little vacation this weekend, enjoying the day. Good news, I don't have to send my Monday afternoon baseball tweet because we do have afternoon baseball today. That's
always a good thing. Plus, we didn't even know. I mean, you were in parts unknown. I mean, we were a little scared for you, to be honest with you, so I'm glad you made it back. It's the Zack attack. What's up, Zack Cimini? Good morning.
Good morning, guys. New week. Looking forward to all of us crushing it this week. Let's have a good Monday.
And you are also going to prop it like it's hot today. You're going to kind of step into the realm of the Maestro. What's up, Maestro?
Good morning, Coach. I'm doing well. I'm doing better than a lot of the sports books, especially DraftKings took $1,000 on 300 to 1. Phil Mickelson cashing for $300,000. Another better cash for $90,000. A lot of books got hurt by Mickelson yesterday.
Well, I'll tell you what, every single golf tournament, usually what I do is I'll put $100 on one long shot, and he was the guy this week. You're just looking at it and saying, who could have a shot if they catch lightning in a bottle? That was an expensive lightning in a bottle for a lot of sports books this weekend. But, man, was it fun to watch. All right, we got a lot to get to on the board today. Let's jump right in. Storylines that could affect the betting lines. Maestro? No. Zach, we're going to start with you.
Well, I'll focus on Bam Adebayo. I'm going to touch on him in the pick segment here. But for the storyline, he had an incredible streak in the regular season, 55 consecutive games where he scored in double figures. That came to an end at season's end against the Milwaukee Bucks, where he shot just 2 for 9, scored 5 points. And then you look at game 1, he also scored in single figures, just 9 points on 4 of 15 shooting. Combined in both of those games, just 25% shooting. I think that's placed great value on his props for today.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you give out in just a little bit. Now, full disclosure, because here on the show, guys, you know we're all about transparency, and we're honest. I'll be honest, I was on tilt last night after all those close losses we had during the day. But thankfully, the Memphis Grizzlies won our first half bet after being down 14, or mine, and then also they won the game, getting 8 points on the floor. Underdogs are coming through for us so far, huh, Maestro?
Yeah, 6-2 against the spread. 4 outright winners. You mentioned the Grizzlies, also the Mavericks. So far, I mean, it's a small sample size, but I know a lot of bettors who follow the playoffs love that zigzag theory, and it starts to come into play tonight when you have the first game too. And that's why you see the Nuggets laying 1.5 after being outclassed. I mean, completely outclassed by the Blazers in that fourth quarter. And the Blazers just have it appears they have way too much talent, way too many weapons for the Nuggets, who are so depleted without Murray, Barton, Dozier, etc. But the zigzag theory holds. You bet against the team that had the outright loss. We'll see what happens tonight.
Man, it is tough to watch a game like that when you're on the side that is just going down the side of the hill, and they can't stop anybody. They couldn't stop Dame. They couldn't stop McCollum. They couldn't stop Carmelo Anthony. All right, let's get into our board today, guys. We got several plays from several different sports. We're going to start on the ice. We've been riding the Penguins this entire series, and we're going to do it again tonight. This is from Stephen O. and John Bowman at SportsLine. This cashes in over 60% of our simulations. It's hard to believe the Penguins are tied in this series, getting one goal from Sidney Crosby and or Evgeny Malkin. They're two biggest stars for years. Those two show up tonight. They get the win. We're back in the Penguins. Then in baseball, we're going to go to the Twin Cities. And the Twins have been really good to bet against this year. We're going to go Orioles, minus 105 over the Twins, 7:40 first pitch Eastern. And this is from Stephen O., the godfather of SportsLine. Two of the worst teams in baseball playing in this game. But at least the Orioles have showed they can score runs and they can win at times. The Twins have just been awful. All right, it's that time of the show. It's a Monday morning. M squared, you know the drill, son. Give it to me.
All right, let's start with the Cardinals at the White Sox. I'm taking the White Sox on the run line, minus 1.5, plus 120. The Cardinals played late on Sunday Night Baseball last night, gave up a 2-run home run to lose in extra innings against the Chicago Cubs. Now they're headed to Chicago. The travel isn't really the issue. The late night game can be somewhat of an issue. But what I am betting on most here is left-handed pitcher Kim. He is due for a little bit of regression. If you look at his actual 290 weighted on base average, expected number still 337. The time when that is likely to occur is when you have that negative for a pitcher park shift, also the league shift, going to be facing the designated hitter for one of the first times. Not a good combination there. To make matters worse, Dylan Carlson is questionable for the Cardinals at the top of the lineup. This lineup is already thin. Now they do have to throw the designated hitter out there. It will be a watered-down version of the St. Louis Cardinals tonight. On the other side, Lance Lynn, just absolutely dominant. 236 expected weighted on base average here. Going to be lights out against this team. And then the White Sox, 363 weighted on base average. Easily the best offense in baseball against left-handed pitching. Slugging percentage up near 500 here. Take the White Sox, minus 1.5, plus 120.
It was hard if you had the Cardinals last night on tilt to watch them. Bases loaded in the seventh inning. Can't score. You're exactly right, Mikey. Those bats are not strong at all. And anybody with any pop is throwing right past them, at least the last few days. All right, I want to go to the prop machine. I want to throw some dice and see what comes out from the Zack attack. Go ahead, sir.
All right, Coach, as I mentioned, I've got two player props on Bam Adebayo. Both are slight plus payouts, starting with his rebounds prop over 9.5. He had 12 in game one, and then you look back at last year's series against the Bucks, he averaged the same amount. In two of those games, he had monster rebounds, 16 and 17. I think this is going to be a big one for him tonight. Then you look at the box score of game one. One player stood out, Trevor Ariza. He had a season-high 12 rebounds. That means there's going to be more rebounds left on the table tonight for Adebayo. Play the over on his rebounds prop. And then for Adebayo to get a double-double, that's plus 110. I think you look at Adebayo, you focus on the rebounds. As I said, I know he's going to crush it in the rebounds. And then you look at the points. I'm expecting him to bounce back from his shooting slump the past two games against the Bucks. He'll get to 10 points. You look at William Hill's points prop here, it's 17.5. We're not going to need 8 points here, just 10 points. I think he'll get 4 to 5 baskets, one trip to the free throw line, and this will be a no-sweat cash maybe in the third quarter.
I love no-sweat cashes in the third quarter. I love that. Don't tease me, Zach. Don't tease me. All right, Maestro, I know you hate to do it. You don't like to pat yourself on the back, but today we have to. The run that you were on with our props, what is it? What's that, 15 and 5? 15 and 5?
15 and 5, but let's not talk about it. Let's just get
Boom!
moving.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So first we're going to go in that Nuggets-Blazers games, couple of props. Anthony Simons, the 21-year-old, they love him. They are saying how he is playing such better defense, and that's why he's earned a spot in an 8-man rotation. They're only playing 8 guys. It's Melo, Cantor, and Simons, the only guys that play off the bench. He had 23 minutes. He shot 4 of 5 from 3, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I don't think we're going to get 20 PAR, but I think we could get over 10.5 very easily. He is the best three-point shooter that the Blazers have, percentage-wise, and against that depleted Denver bench, getting minutes in the 20s. I love him to get at least 11 PAR. And then staying in the same game with Campazzo, over 5.5 assists. He only had 5 last game, but if you watched, Michael Porter Jr. went 1 of 10 from 3. He's not going to do that again. I think guys are going to cash in more of his passes. And the way they're playing Jokic, they're playing him one-on-one. They're basically saying, you're not going to be the creator. He only had 1 assist. I think Campazzo gets to 6. He played 32 minutes. Again, they're depleted. He's got to play in the 30s, and he's a playmaker. That's what he does. Let's get him to 6 assists tonight. And then back to the Phillies and how they do against lefties. 34% strikeout rate against lefties. Trevor Rogers, we played this one last week. He had 8 strikeouts in 7 and 2/3 innings. Today, we got to get to 7. It's over 6.5. It's juiced to the over, but we're going to lay the price and go over 6.5 strikeouts for Trevor Rogers.
And at that percentage, if he gets to 20 or 21 batters, we should be able to catch that 6.5 ticket if those percentages hold up. And normally you find the ones that do. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap. Jeweler, thank you very much. M Square, just one play today, but as always, follow him on social media as he updates things as we go on the White Sox on the run line, -1.5. That's coming back +120. Zack Attack. 2 props for Zach today out of Bayou, both on him, over 9.5 rebounds, and then +110 on Adebayo getting a double-double. All we need is 10 and 10 in that game. Then the Maestro, he's on 3 props so far, but as you know, the ones he drops on Twitter are fire. Here's the ones we know for now. Campazzo, Denver, over 5.5 assists. That's the late game. And then Simons, over 10.5 points, rebounds, assists. That's the late game. How am I going to get up tomorrow morning, Maestro? And then Rogers, Miami, over 6.5 Ks, -134. Then from SportsLine, we got 2 plays. Penguins, -140, and the Orioles in baseball, -105. And the gym today, just a 2-way. It's going to return to +243. We're going to take the Penguins, -140, and we're going to pair that up with the Lightning Panthers over. Going back to the well that has had so much water to drink from here in the playoffs. They've been scoring a ton of goals. We expect more of the same tonight. That series right now is 3-1 Lightning. All right, that's all the damage that we can do. You've got your marching orders live from Florida. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Remember, this week we've got golf. We've got MMA. No MMA this week. Got the week off. No Ian Parker. But we do have golf this week as we continue. If there's a tournament or if there's a sport that needs it, we're here for you at the Early Edge. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For the Zack Attack, for M Squared, for Chief, must be taking a nap today. Must be taking a nap. The Maestro, then, of course, the Jeweler, our executive producer who puts this entire brand together. I am the coach. Let's have a good start to the week. Remember, this is the only place every single day for your Early Edge. Good luck.
Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.